How do sellers win in a seller's market? Well, we don't get this question all the time. We usually get the questions of how do sellers win in a buyer's market. However, there is such thing as, how do you maximize the success as a seller in a seller's market? And a lot of agents really miss the opportunity to maximize this because in a seller's market, it's relatively the easiest market to sell a home. You can post it. You don't even have to take professional photos. You post it up on the MLS. As long as you're reasonably priced, you're going to have showings. Those showings could lead to offers and those offers could lead to sold. Now, how do you maximize it? Well, you still want to do your basic due diligence as a seller when it comes to cleaning up the home, getting minor deficiencies completed, because that could make a huge difference. And we notice that there's a higher ROI by completing basic deficient items and maximizing higher offers. Meaning that if you go ahead and you update some of the chips in the wall or some of the lighting fixtures, or even just get the home professionally cleaned, your ability to have a higher offer presented is much greater, meaning you have more elasticity based on those items that you've completed. How do sellers maximize their potential to sell in a seller's market? Well, I can tell you that this is probably the most underutilized strategy that agents use because it's easy to sell properties in a seller's market. You can go ahead and take cell phone photos, post it up on the MLS. You'll get a few showings as long as you're somewhat priced reasonable, and you could get a couple offers. And from your seller's perspective, they love the agent because you did exactly what you said you're going to do, but you didn't do everything that you could have. And that's what doesn't sit with us, right? Is we want to be able to maximize every seller's potential that we work with. There's such things as creating a better return on investment by completing things in the home. So, updating some lighting, getting the home professionally cleaned, those things completed prior to showings can allow you to get much higher offers and walk away with a much higher price. There's also strategies of, getting into a multiple offer situation, right? Timing your open house to put pressure on offers to go higher in price, not presenting offers within the first day, but waiting 3 or 4 days can work in your advantage to getting 2 or more buyers interested in the property. And that's all you need for a multiple offer. You need 2 or more interested parties. You're probably almost guaranteed to go above list price when it comes to the sale. So putting in that extra work, still doing the open houses, doing the extra marketing to get as much eyes on it as possible, because our goal is to be able to create as many interested buyers on the property as possible, which will allow our sellers to walk away with the highest potential sale price. And right now, we're creating new comps in most neighborhoods, meaning that when we sell a property, we're selling higher than any historic properties of similar value in the area, which is fantastic. And that's really the benchmark of success